you so much for being here. We are so excited about today. This has been a group effort by all of us in the room to get this program together, and we're very excited about it. So we are on a tight schedule, as Brad mentioned, so we are going to cruise forward and make sure we get all the information to you today. So we'll start with a brief introduction. I'm Amy Doneen, and I live in Spokane, Washington, and I'm a nurse practitioner and have a clinic called the Heart Attack and Stroke Prevention Center in Spokane.
Thank you, Amy. And again, let me reiterate how excited we are to be here and to have you here as well. We are at a very, very important time in the history of medicine. Bringing oral medicine and general medicine together needs to happen. And that's one of the main reasons the three of us have partnered, so that we can bring a general medical perception to the oral systemic relationship. And we can also begin to look at disease early as opposed to looking at disease late. My name is Tom Nabors. I practiced general dentistry for 38 years in a small town in Mississippi. Became very interested in microbiology about 30 years ago, and immunology, and ultimately founded Oral DNA Labs. I've retired from Oral DNA Labs, but I'm very passionate about what we are doing, very passionate the fact that you are here. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm Bradley Bale. I reside in Hendersonville, Tennessee, which isn't far from Nashville. So we got a lot of good country music down there. And have to put in a plug, we're giving our 2-day course next year in Nashville at the end of the year. So those of you who like country music and good information, you might want to put that on your radar screen. But yeah, we're real excited that you're all here, and we're huge believers in the need to make a better statement about how cardiovascular wellness has to take periodontal disease into account, has to be assessed and monitored. That's what the whole day program is really about. And you're going to be some of the leaders in the country to make that happen. So we are excited about the day. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of good information, and we're going to look forward to your feedback. At the end of the day, you can see it basically opens up into a huge free-for-all, so to speak. So we're going to be very interested in your opinion about things as well. So thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
All right, so this live activity is approved by the American Academy of Family Practice. It's Category 1 CME approved, and 6.5 hours today. So you all have certificates in the back of your folders. Put your name on there and claim your CMEs as appropriate. So we thank the American Academy of Family Practice for being extremely supportive of networking with the Oral Systemic Connection. So huge kudos to the American Academy. All right. Disclosures. Here are disclosures. They're also printed for you. I'll just read them real quickly. Dr. Thomas Nabors, founder of Oral DNA Labs. He's retired formally from Oral DNA, but remains a consultant for them and also a consultant for Quest Diagnostics. Dr. Bradley Bale is on the Speakers Bureau and consultant for Berkeley Heart Lab, Cleveland Heart Lab, and consultant for Guardian 24/7 and a stem cell company called Stemedica. And I carry the same disclosures as Dr. Bale does as well. So we're on the same page there. Class materials, in front of you, you've got a folder, and that folder is intended for you to bring back to your practices and use it in any way you feel necessary. We wanted to provide you with some practical information. We're going to spend the day talking about the science on why this connection is necessary, and in your folder you've got samples of referral letters, because we all realize it's a reality that when you go to your medical groups and you say, hey, I think this patient has a risk for a heart attack or a risk for a stroke, has maybe some hypertension, has an A1C elevation. I want to work together with you on that. How do you facilitate that conversation, and vice versa? We have many people that go to the medical, people who go to the dental side and are struck with the same sort of hurdles. So networking with those issues is a big reality. Also there and we'll talk about it as the day goes on, labs that you may be interested in ordering to look for systemic inflammation, and also issues that you may want to add to your H&P forms to augment your already excellent dental practices to make them even more global from the oral systemic connection. So that's what the folder has, all kinds of information in that regard, and we'll talk about it through the day. Your certificates are in there, your evaluation forms are in there, and also an IP statement that just asks you to please, it's on an honor system, sign it. The Bale Doneen method is an intellectual property that Brad and I for the last decade have put our heart and soul into. It's an intellectual property, meaning it's dynamic. We make all of our efforts to provide you with education, so we respect the fact that we want you to use that information and make it your own clinically, but also allow us to continue to do what we do and maintain that intellectual property right.
Yeah, let me just say one more comment quickly about bridges, because I think that is very exciting and really at the heart of what this whole program is about today. And those of you in the audience who want to build your practice, bridges help build things. It increases traffic back and forth between communities that otherwise wouldn't be able to intermingle. So the bridges are a huge way to facilitate building a practice, and we'll be talking about that more today. But bridges are exciting. They bring people together that otherwise may not get together. So I think that's an important word.
Tom, do you want to take this one?
Sure. Superior doctors prevent the disease. Mediocre doctors treat the disease before it's evident. And inferior doctors treat the full-blown disease. I'm sure that there are a lot of superior doctors in this audience today. We want to make sure that when we leave, we're all superior.
Excellent. So I already covered this, the intellectual property of the Bale Doneen method. Our goals today, our big goal, global 30,000 feet up, is to save lives. Dentistry is necessary to save lives. That's the role of dentistry. Oh, it's true. So thanks, Chris. Yeah, it really is. Dentistry is a much bigger picture than making a pretty smile, although that's important as well. It's to save lives, and so we're here to bring that science to you and really just validate what you do every day. So that's our goal. Do you want to take the next one?
Okay, is that number 2?
That's number 2.
Okay. Yeah, our goal is to provide educational training for all sorts of healthcare providers. Anybody who's interested in helping to prevent somebody from having a heart attack or stroke or becoming diabetic is a target for us to try and get to provide education. And there's no question that addressing oral health is an integral part of maintaining that type of wellness. So we welcome everybody in the room, whatever your background may be, whatever health profession you're in, you're welcome. We have to work together. So thanks again for being here.
Tom?
Good. And thus, it is our goal to bring both the medical and dental communities together so that we'll all recognize that our joint roles in working together for the promotion of cardiovascular wellness will improve the wellness of our own families as well as the wellness of our patients that we care so much about.
Excellent. So this is not our goal. We don't want to overwhelm you and cause you to feel paralyzed when you go back to work on Monday. So it's a lot of information, we know that, so we are here for you. This is the start of hopefully a continued relationship. So we are here for you, all of us, and let's work together to make sure you don't get paralyzed from the information, but take it and run with it, which is good. It's now time that medicine and dentistry bridge the gap and work together for the benefit of systemic wellness. That's our goal. So we will make those bridges today and continue to move forward. So,
okay,
excellent.
thanks.
Thank you.